Hey guys, welcome to Cajun Homesteading. I'm up here in the apiary. It's been a while since I made a video, about 10 days. But today what I'm doing, well I started yesterday putting in apivar strips. I've already got these hives here, these four. I had a dead out right here and a dead out right there. But come Friday I'm going to have 10 queens that I'm going to be picking up from a big apiary just north of here. And so I'm going through these hives and I'm going to pull out some brood and some bees and start making some splits to put those queens in Friday. And if I have a little honey, I'm going to pull off a little honey. This box right here I think has a little honey, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and go through these, pull out what I can, and then we're going to add some apivar strips. I've already started the oxalic acid because I had so much high mite counts. Matter of fact, this hive right here had 14 or so, I think, that I remember. And I had one over here. Matter of fact, it was the second one right here, had 19 or 20. So I've already started the oxalic acid, and now I'm going to start putting the strips in them. And since I did the oxalic acid, this was a small hive right here, and they just absconded. I don't know why. There was no hive beetles, no wax moths. I think they just got small because of a bad laying queen, and when they got small and with the mite overload, I think they just absconded because there was no dead bees, only a few hive beetle larvae that had started after they left. But as far as the combs were all in good shape. So let me get busy with these. I'm gonna start pulling what honey there is, making splits and adding strips. Okay, let's see if we got anything that amounts to something in here. Okay, looks like I got some honey in here. A little bit of honey. Some of it uncapped. Let me check down to that next box. Don't seem to be a lot of bees. Man, this hive is really shrunk down to nothing. I mean, my bees have just gone to nothing. And there's a few bees right here. This hive looks like it's going to be just good for some resources. I got some half frames of honey in here. Luckily they haven't got robbed yet. So let me reduce them down to this one hive right here and see what I got. Okay, I checked the hive out and there's very few bees. I mean, you can hear them down there, they're screaming, but I think I see what happened. This hive swarmed on me. There's a bunch of old swarm cells on the bottom, and they must have tried to requeen, and it just didn't work out with all the dragonflies and stuff. So I'm going to reduce them down to one hive. I got bees in that box, bees in that box. So I'm going to reduce these down to one hive, and I'm going to go get a queen real quick out of mine and see if I can't put them in here. Okay. I got a little correction to make. I thought they had swarmed and didn't requeen, but as I went through the last 3 frames, I ended up finding a queen and she's already started to lay. Now the pattern's not so great, but that was full of pollen and everything else in here, so she's laid where she couldn't. I checked the other frames out and she's doing good. So there's 3 frames of brood. So I'm gonna reduce them down to this one box, give them a treatment, and let them see how they do. I mean, there are bees in the box, so there's enough to protect one box. Okay, so I got them set up. Got a Swiffer pad and a hive beetle trap, and there's only 3 frames of brood, so I just put 1 strip in there, one of the apivar strips, and I just used a little nail to try to keep it in the center. So we'll keep track and see how they do with the new queen, and part 2 will be coming up.